Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Misscliks D&D Devotion. So,
Where the party is completely ruining the DM's plans every step of the way.
Yeah.
isn't it the best?
Isn't it just grand?
We'll come back for the feast, Neil. No worries. In like 2 or 3 months' time,
Sure.
we'll eat those papayas.
You end up at Lothrin that night. The sun has already set when you arrive on your side of the river. So if we take a look at this map, we see that there's a river that runs just south of Lothrin. There is a bridge that crosses the river, this ancient old stone bridge. And halfway through the bridge is a wall, and then the wall kind of extends down the other sides of the bridge and then encompasses the rest of the town. Yeah, there it is. There's the bridge, the entrance to the town. You can see two lanterns hanging from the either side of the wall across the bridge, illuminating a single elven soldier or guard that's standing out front. Yep, it's all yours.
Let's go.
Oh,
Talk to the
I
guard.
nudge my horse forward and I say in Elvish, "Hi, we're here to find our mother in this town."
Mom? Mom?
Is he human or elvish?
He's elven, yeah.
Alright, I send broken elvish. Sorry, they're kind of shaken up. We're looking for their mom who...
You must be Kess and Kellen
Yes.
and Olivia and Random.
Exactly.
Almost.
Do you know
I'm
where our
ransom.
mother is?
We're looking for Kalia, who should have come by here like 2 or 3 days ago? 2 days ago, probably.
Your companions have already came through this area and entered the town.
Ah, you're talking about
I don't remember two of their names, but one of them is the world famous player of Secundus, Sky Claypool.
Yeah, world famous.
It was an honor to meet him.
Mm-hmm.
I chuckle at this just slightly.
And Rhonda.
Yeah, you into music?
Very much so. It's rare that we get anything from the human lands out here. It was fantastic to see such a humble man.
Didn't you hear that guy was actually a fraud during that competition?
Excuse me?
Well, you see, he was under some kind of spell which allowed him to enthrall audiences.
But it wasn't really his fault.
So, have you seen our mother?
I
Kalia. And then I describe her. 2 days
Many
ago.
people come through here. I'm sorry if I don't recognize her in particular. I'm sure if she was as your friend, how do you humans say it? Rhaenda? Rhaendee?
Yeah, Rhonda.
Rhonda?
Ah, Rhonda, yes. Silly name. I'm sure, as she says, as I told her, you should check the docks. They would have a list of transactions.
Yeah,
I
because they pay
immediately walk
attention.
towards the docks.
Because they pay attention there as to who comes in and out. Yeah, because that's their... What? I didn't imply anything.
They would have a log. We do not log our visitors because we are not barbarians.
I see, I see.
I immediately go towards the docks.
Alright, you guys head into the town, through the gates, no problems, and head towards the docks. It is nighttime, and Lothrin, like all the other cities along the Grand Canals, sits like 180 feet above the river, or the canal, really. There is a switchback set of wood stairs that will lead you all the way down to the docks themselves, but they're pretty empty at night. There are a few people probably hanging out down there, but there are no buildings down by the dock, except for like a little hut where people working on it can hang out if it's raining. There's no civilization down there. There's no buildings. There's no taverns, inns, or anything like that. At this hour of the night, you would still have somebody on duty, but it wouldn't be the harbor master, the person in charge of the docks. That person's, gone to bed already. What would you guys like to do?
We should try to find Rhonda, who's probably in a tavern or inn.
Well, we can ask that duck person if they saw or heard of Kalia. Yeah, I go to talk to them.
What are you going to do with your horses? You can't take the horses down the staircase. Can you take horses down a staircase?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, depends.
a-
Like, how steep are the stairs?
Regular stair height?
No, probably not. Is there a stable nearby?
Yeah, outside one of the taverns near the docks,
Okay.
there's a stable.
One of us should go take the horses to the stable.
Yeah, you guys do that. I'm gonna go talk to the person. I hop
Alright, so Olivia starts to head down the 180-foot staircase while the rest of you tie up your horses. While you're tying up your horses, you do notice Rhonda's horse right here as well.
Oh, great. I waltz into the cavern.
Okay, we're going to deal with Olivia first. So, Olivia, you head down the staircase.
Yep, straight to the docks.
Out onto this little dockyard here. And there's a little tiny hut that there's a light on in, and you can see someone kicked back, their feet up. Oh, God. The monitor.
Not that far.
With a ledger sitting at the table next to them and some sort of book in their hands.
I knock gently on the door.
The reply comes in Elven. Yeah, what do you want? Oh my.
Oh, not again.
Hi there! I say in Elvish.
He stands up to his full height. Why, hello there, my lady.
I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you.
Why the
I like-
NPCs always got to be hitting on my girl?
I hold out my hand. I'm like, nice to meet you.
He takes your hand, doesn't break eye contact, goes down to give it a kiss.
I look extremely pleased
Ugh.
with this interaction. I'm looking for an elvish woman that would have come by here 2 or 3 days ago. She's named Kalia. Would you happen to know if she tried to cross here? The sea.
I'm just the night watchman. I don't remember a woman by that name. Perhaps you could describe her face to me?
I describe her face.
Does not sound too familiar. Let me... He opens the log and starts flipping through. 2 or 3 days ago, Kalia...
Where are we right now? Like, is it a table? Is there multiple chairs? One
No,
chair?
there's only room at the table for one person to sit down. You could sit on the table, but there's only one chair.
I sit on the table as he's looking through it. I sit like next to him like this. I'm like, getting comfortable, you see.
I see. He browses through his ledger, flipping back a few pages, and then he taps his finger. Yes, we have a record of a Lady Kalia. Last name is a little smudged. It's something like Ethliel? Ethlali?
Yeah, exactly. Ethliel.
Yes. Yes.
I even helped them like correct it to be filled up and not smudged.
Well, she
did you
boarded
come by?
the Channel Charter and headed north. North toward, I believe its next port of call was Silden.
And does it keep going after that all the way to Akuba?
If you believe that to be her destination, she was probably changing ships in Silden. But it does look like she left 3 days ago.
Wow, she was fast.
Must have been a lucky lady.
Yeah, she left 3 days ago from... She's extremely lucky, actually. She left from that village that just got attacked by Scoria.
Ugh.
Yeah, tragedy. Well, at least she made it out. She's like double lucky, I see.
Yes, making out is great.
It is. I'm glad she made it out.
So,
What's wrong for attractiveness? I'm curious.
I think you need to put a space in there. No. Yeah.
Got it.
That's the upper end of average.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for your help. I say, like, putting my hand on his shoulder. It was very nice of you to
Can
take...
I offer you some brandy?
Well, if it's just one glass and you're not expecting anything else out of it, I can sure hang out for a little.
Of course, of
glass
course.
brandy.
He pulls out a glass and gives it maybe like a double serving.
Do we not go down there yet?
We'll get there. We'll get there. Actually, yeah, this is actually a great time to flip back as the two of them are enjoying some brandy down by the seaside all alone. Up with Kess, Kellen, and Ransom, you guys step into the tavern. And
Well, I step in. If they want to go somewhere else, up to them.
Okay.
Well, I still wanted to go to the dock because I wanted to find out about my mom too.
Well, who's all going into the tavern?
I'm following Kess to look for Mom.
Kess, where are you going?
I'm
Down-
going to the dock.
All right.
'Cause that's
Ransom,
the last place she was seen.
Ransom, you step on in, and immediately you spot Guy, Dee, and Rhonda. They're very easy to spot because there was a nice big clear area around them where no one has taken a seat. And they are looking very sheepish, kind of hunched over, talking quietly to themselves, looking out at all the scary elves around them who don't appear to be too friendly.
Hey there, Rhonda.
All three of their heads turn and look at you excitedly. They get up from their seats and hurry over. What? You're here so fast!
Right.
Rhonda speaks up.
we
What happened
did
with the blood trail?
Oh, there were some orcs. We scared them all away. Killed a few.
I really wish I could have been there and battled beside you.
Would have been good training.
Hmm.
It's all right. We'll get plenty of other opportunities. So, what have you found out about Mom here?
Nothing. I don't speak Elven.
Right.
Yep. Didn't think about that. Kind of assumed everyone would speak Common here.
Well, all right then. Carry on. We'll meet up with you later.
Guy
Start heading
speaks
towards the
up.
dock.
Is everyone here, man?
Yeah, we're all going to collect information at the docks.
Oh, cool. Would you mind if we come? I'm not exactly getting like a welcome vibe from this place, you know?
Ah, yes, that's because they're elves. Sure, let's go on.
Right on, man. And soon the whole party follows behind you. So, Kess and Kellen, you come down to the docks probably around the time that Olivia's getting poured her drink. And I think you guys can hear talking and laughter coming from the little shack on the dock.
I'm still annoyed by Olivia's comments earlier, and I'm just like, what? Like, in my head, like, what the heck is going on? And I immediately barge in.
Well, there she is, seated on the fairly small table, right next to where this guy's working space is. He's seated at a chair below her, her legs, like, crossed over beside him.
Looks like you're really worried about my mother, aren't you?
Yeah, I actually
Ooh.
got all the information we needed. Come join us for a little brandy. Actually, I got quite a bit. Maybe you can take a little sip from my cup.
Yeah, because we have time for brandy right
Excuse
now.
me, excuse me, ladies.
By the way, she's taken. Just so you know.
I'm like standing behind her, like.
Well
again,
then,
my sister and my girlfriend are fighting again.
I don't mean to get in the way of anything.
Yeah, that's. You see this man behind me? That's his girlfriend. You should back off.
He takes a step forward, so he's like fairly close to Kess, but looking at Kellen and goes, "Excuse me, sir. I was just being polite with the young lady." And then he turns to
Yeah.
Kess, "But you seem to be here alone."
No, I'm not. Get lost. And I
Ooh.
shoo him away.
You should be nicer to this fine man who just helped us out by doing his night shift, taking the time to open up the book, look up for your mother's name. He was very helpful.
I kind of like comfort Kess a little bit, and I'm like, we just lost our father. We're very. I apologize. Thank you for your help. You're right, Olivia. He's just being polite.
I look up. I kind of like do a little bit of an eye roll, and then I just like shush.
Right. And tromping down in true human fashion comes the four humans of the party, making quite a bit of noise as they descend the staircase. You can hear a guy saying, "Bro, I am not looking forward to climbing back up that. Like, I have been walking all day, man. Like, do you know how many steps that is?"
I offered to just leave you behind. Weatherlight, Bridgelight seems like it would have been a great place.
Like, I'm all for getting the heart pumping, like, working out your physicality, but, like, that's a lot of steps, man. I'm not...
Right. Anyways, we head on in.
Mhm.
Oh, hey! I didn't know there was a tavern in here. I'll take one of the brandies.
It's this, like, tiny little room that everyone's crowding in and around. The man just takes the drink that was supposed to be Olivia's and hands it to you.
I look a little bit disappointed when that happens. I give him a little look like, "Aww."
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, it was very nice to meet you. Thank you so much for the information. When does the next ship leave?
Darlin, ships are leaving every day. Depends where you're headed.
Well, for Silden.
He looks at his book. Looks like we have a ship leaving tomorrow. Supply ship heading to Silden.
Perfect.
Usually not much of a passenger ship, but, you know, not a comfortable set of quarters.
Oh, that's fine. It's totally worth it to go get these two young people's moms. Make sure she's okay.
He looks back at Kess. Well, if your mother looks as beautiful as you do, I hope you find her soon.
You are really pretty, Cass.
I smile at Cullen's comment and I look back to the guy and I'm like, thank you.
Well, thank you so much for your time. What's his name? Did he not tell me?
Maybe you've forgotten his name.
And I'm like
Thanks,
looking at him intently
guy.
for like his name. I'm like,
The name? Bachelor.
Bachelor. That is a glorious name.
Well, it's not my birth name, but it's the name everyone calls me by.
Aww,
A little on the
that's
nose,
so
don't you think?
sweet.
Or
Oh, I like to embrace it. I like to
funny.
embrace all my perfections, like these two lovely ladies right here.
ew.
Your
Okay,
perfection.
let's go. We gotta go. Ew.
Well, nice to meet you, Bachelor. Thank you so much for your time and for your brandy. It was very appreciated. I'm sure we'll cross paths some other day.
Or
Have a
maybe we
good
won't.
night.
I don't know. Okay, bye.
I like giving kisses on the cheeks. I go,
Ew.
Okay. The dock guy gives you guys a healthy wave and calls out after Kellen. You're a little insecure. Try and lighten up.
What does he know?
Obviously not how to win a gorgeous lady like mine, and I give her a big kiss and dip her.
yeah, I can too. I go for it.
Of course.
Then we just keep making out. I just keep making out with her. Just forever.
So you like stop. You don't even like continue walking up the staircase.
Yeah.
Everyone goes, and the two of you are just down by the docks.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
Oh man, you know that we have till tomorrow morning before we have to leave, right?
Well, oh, I forgot
you
about my
thinking-
mom. Now you reminded me to think
Oh.
about my mom. Where is she?
Well,
What did you learn?
Now I'm not thinking about what I was thinking. Well, you know what? Maybe we can spin it in a really like good way. How about we like crash on the side of the ocean for tonight, outside, you know, with the stars and everything. Good relaxing evening.
That sounds hot.
Oh.
Wait, are we all together?
No, you got
No.
those two are left behind
Well,
being
we'll
sloppy.
see where it takes us. I just really want you to focus on you right now. You know, I want to make sure you feel good.
Babe, that's so sweet. You're the most sensitive person in the whole world. This is why I love you, among so many other reasons. And your
Aw.
body.
That is so sweet. I think we really should embrace nature tonight, if you know what I mean.
I love nature. We lost Neil. We lost him.
Yep. So we're gonna sleep next to the ocean tonight.
You guys are gonna sleep down on the docks?
I yelled, Cass, Ransom, we're just gonna sleep down here.
Yeah.
Bye.
I look back and then I look at like the sea and I'm like, huh, smart idea.
Not on our
Bye.
beach though. Find your own beach.
As we sleep, around us, I'm gonna cast Wyvern Watch and Obscurement. Obscurement. Just wanna throw it out there.
Nice.
Nobody can see what's going on in the Wyvern Watch area.
That is so hot, babe.
Obscure-
Wizard hanky panky.
I hope you're not too tired in the morning.
Don't care. Doing boat rides like a plane. You can sleep in that.
Nobody knows what happens inside that obscurement.
Not for
Nobody
20
knows.
minutes at least.
It's just 20 minutes.
4 rounds per level. Yeah.
It's alright. 20 minutes enough, right?
I mean, it depends, babe.
Hey, elves are different from humans, okay?
We don't
You
need to
think
get
that
into any of
they're-
this. You
Live
guys
a
arrive
lot
back at the
longer
tavern upstairs.
So, do elves...
Neil's trying to stay.
You guys arrive at the tavern back upstairs in the town.
like a longer time or a shorter time?
Look at Neil blushing.
So, Kess and Ransom, what
Should
do you
we,
guys
like, roll
do?
for it?
I think there's
bet
a mute
dwarfs
function
are, like,
here. There we go.
Super intense, but like really fast, kind of like a bunny rabbit.
Oh yeah, Lauren's watching. Neil's wife is watching tonight.
You guys are the worst.
I just want to hear her laugh in the background.
Do you think that it's like proportional to their lifespan?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So, the rest of the party arrives back upstairs at the tavern. You can easily get rooms for the night. We don't have to... I don't think there's anything that we need to go over. Is there anything important for you guys before we get to the next day?
I
mean-
actually...
Thank you.
Oh, I do.
I mean, it depends on what you mean by important.
I go ahead and I kind of like slow down and I look to Ransom and I'm just like, can we go for a walk?
Sure thing.
And we leave the rest of the party because I don't want to be around anybody.
We already told you. We're going inside some obscurement.
We're not going towards you. Don't worry. We're going far away from that as possible. No, we just walk because where we're at, if there's beach that way, there's tons of other places.
There's not
to
much
walk.
terms in beach, right? This is like a sheer cliff going down to the water.
Okay.
So they're actually like on the planks of the dock.
Okay, but so there's nowhere else, like we can't walk along the cliff or anything?
You can walk along the cliff, but the town's got a wall around it. So you'd have to like leave the walled section of town, and then it's a bitch to do that because then you got to like go out this way and then come back, and it's
Okay, then we just walk the streets of the town because I'm sure there's lights on and people are
Yeah,
walking
definitely.
late at night. So
definitely
we just do that.
okay. Anything in particular you want to say to Ransom? I mean, you brought him here for a reason, right?
Yeah,
Awful nice of you to show me around Lothran.
of course. I just needed to kind of get away. I don't feel very good today.
Makes sense. It's been a tough few days.
I feel like I'm acting out today, and I don't like the way I'm acting to others.
It's been a tough few days.
Yeah, it has. Thank you for taking charge back there.
It's been a tough few days.
We'll have to talk more when I'm feeling better.
That we will.
That's it.
That's so sensitive. Meanwhile, in obscurement.
All right, let's skip to the next day. The party gathers together for breakfast.
I hurry up because I'm looking for a magic shop this morning.
Okay. But everyone gathers for breakfast at the
Okay.
tavern before you get to your magic shop. Quick check-in, anything you guys want to do? Or you just want to run around and look at magic stops?
Need to make sure that we catch that boat.
Right. The boat leaves at noon on the dot.
Okay.
And the shadows are at their shortest.
So we need to be ready by noon, people. I guess we need to leave the horses here.
Well, you can take horses on ships. That is the thing.
Oh, we can bring the horses. Should everybody follow us? Does Guy and Dee want to join us?
Sure. They don't really like walking around the town alone. Rhonda comes up to Ransom early the next morning with an excited and determined look on her face and says, Lord Ransom, I found a place to spar. There's a little fighting ring. While they're off looking for their witchcraft nonsense, would you like to train? Or would you train me?
Hey, don't put yourself down too much there, kid. How old is she? About?
Let me take a look at my notes.
Didn't you say she was like 14 or something?
She is... Her age is not written down. She's got a small, squeaky voice, baby-faced with freckles, rusty-colored hair.
I did. She was in her 20s or something.
I think she...
Like
Yeah, she's like in
early.
that 18 to 22 range, but she's
Yeah.
got that like baby face, so it's hard to tell exactly what her age is.
Mm-hmm.
So she's around your age, possibly older, possibly younger.
Sure. Don't put yourself down too much there, kid. I'm sure you can give me a good sweat. Sure, let's go.
Okay. And the two of you spend time training. I guess the rest of the party travels around looking for some sort of magic shop of sorts, which you do come across. It is much smaller than the one you saw in Crown Hold, and entirely it looks like it just has spell components dangling from little shelves and racks and rafters all over the place. Inside is an elven woman who looks towards you as you walk in the door.
I'm telling Olivia as we walk in, like, babe, you really deserve to get yourself something nice. I want you to get yourself something super nice.
Okay. Let's see what they have. That's really sweet of you.
It's because you deserve the best, babe.
I give you a kiss on the cheek.
In Elven, or actually in Common, the woman says, "Ah, welcome. What can I do for you? Many, many people."
Oh, they all came along?
Yep.
Oh, God. Well, nice to meet you, I say in Broken Elvish. We're looking to see which kind of things you have for sale here.
Here at Zimmy's shop, we have all the components you might need for beginning and intermediate levels clerics and wizards. All for a reasonable price.
And do you happen to have any magical items for sale?
No.
Oh. Let me see if I need anything.
Yes. Magic weapons and magic items imbued with permanent magic are difficult to make and extraordinarily rare.
Yeah, I
they
know.
are-
We don't have any. After months and months of traveling across the whole world, we have nothing of magical value to show.
That sounds about right. Yes, most people never encounter a magical item in their whole life.
I pick up the items I need for some spells.
Okay. I'll just shill out like 5 silver for it.
Okay.
Is there anything you need in particular, Olivia?
I'm looking at the music of this
Okay.
spear spell.
So while you're looking at that sort of stuff, Guy Claypool comes up towards Kellen and goes, "So, Kellen, man, like, I've been meaning to tell you that I've been really, like, inspired by your spoken word pieces, and, like, I've been working on one of my own,
Yeah.
and like, well, it's probably, I don't have the, like, same cadence as you, but I just wanted to let you know that you didn't, your unique art form has, like, inspired me to broaden my own horizons and try new stuff. And I just, like, don't want to be stepping on your toes if I perform my own spoken word piece. Like, that
Well,
wouldn't be, that wouldn't be, like, infringing on your, like, zone of influence or anything, would it?
no, man. I mean, like, spoken word is like the Gregorian chant of this century. It's like the new hot thing. So I suspect that lots of people will want to copy me. It's like, that's fine. But
Oh,
yeah.
man. Can I tell you something? Like, musician soul to musician soul. But, like, don't tell Kess, okay? I don't want her to think worse of me.
What?
I do not like Gregorian chant, man.
Oh, dude, I hate Gregorian chant. It's
Really?
So over.
Oh,
Yeah.
whew. Dude, I just can't get into it. Like, it's
No,
such
man.
a bummer.
Right? No, dude. It's like the freaking just like what's that called? The dang it, what's that phrase? It's so artsy and stupid. I don't know. It's like so dang it. It means something like a drug that calms the masses. It's like the whatever. I don't know. He says something like that. Yeah, it's
Dude.
just like, the
Like a
static.
Like a
Doesn't mean anything.
tranquilizer. It's just
Yeah.
useless.
Yeah.
But just the way that you were talking about it, like the hot popular thing, I thought you guys were totally into it.
No, just like everyone does it, So it's like I know that like it's the new hot shit, like everyone's gonna want to do it, just like they did when Gregorian chant came out, Everyone thought it was so cool.
So lame.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah,
I
I'm glad you
appreciate.
agree, because
Yeah.
like I'd be sad if an artist like you like wasted his talents on Gregorian chant.
No. I mean, like, I appreciate that there is an art form within it, and there are levels of complexity. But, like, as an audience member, it is not where my appreciation lies.
Nah.
All right,
Yeah. I want to hear it sometime. Whatever
I'm
you
working
came up
on
with.
it. I've got, like, the first line. Can I share with you the first line?
Yeah, totes.
Okay, it goes, Belumbra, the moon, source of all life, like a great ball of clay waiting to be worked.
Cool. Yeah.
All right,
I dig
Olivia, have you figured out what you want to buy?
Nothing.
All right, you guys
Nah.
leave the magic shop.
I go to a regular shop and I buy a sling. That's what I get.
All right, you can pay 5
Regular.
copper for a sling.
Sling.
Okay.
Alright. So I learned sling mastery. So now I have a sling. What do we throw with the sling as
You can
ammo?
throw rocks, which you can find for free, or you can buy little lead bullets
Are
for
they better?
1 copper apiece. They do a rock does D4, the bullet does D4 plus 1 damage, so
Oh.
it's better and it has better range.
D4 plus
1.
1?
Yeah.
Range. What's the range?
Oh god.
I don't have the info for a sling, so.
Yeah, I'm looking it up.
Yeah. And the size and the weight and the type and
Yeah. It's pages and pages to be loaded. The right folder.
I also refill for Bodkin and Broadhead.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to do before you board the
I want
ship?
to
and
get
head
some
north?
more. I want to get some weapons too, if possible.
Oh, excellent. What do you want?
Because I have size right now,
Mhm.
but I have the two-handed weapon style, so I can like dual wield them as well.
Mm-hmm.
So what weapons do I have a choice to, if I want to get some more?
Okay, so I'm going to copy and paste a link to all the weapons in chat, in a Zoom
Okay.
chat.
And I can have a bow, right? Or no?
Yes.
Okay.
The items in red just mean they need a weaponsmith to work them. That's about it. That you can't find them for sale in small villages. As a bard, you can use any weapon, I believe. So,
Okay.
yeah, I'll just
I go ahead and get a bow. I get a longbow.
sure. That is 6,000 copper pieces, also known as 60 gold. And then there's two different types of arrows that it fire. One has better range, one has better damage. That's the bodkin and the broadhead arrows. Their costs are listed in copper, so I'll let you just buy whatever you want.
Okay, can I use one of those gems here?
Yes.
Okay, so I shall 60 gold for a longbow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I also get some arrows and
Cool. And Olivia, you can get bullets for your sling. They are 10 copper each. The range on your sling with your bullets is 100, 200, and 300 yards.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great, but the rate of fire is only 1. It can't be used from horseback, and you can't use it near other people because you need to, sling, which takes up a lot of space.
And size is small, I
Small,
guess?
yeah. Damage
Weight?
is D6, not D4 plus 1.
Oh, okay.
Weight for the sling is negligible. The bullets weigh 1/4 of a pound each. They are bludgeoning damage, and the speed with the sling is 8.
Okay. And it's just 1 per turn?
Yep, 1 per round.
So it's not as cool as a short bow.
Not as fast as a short bow, but with better range and still pretty decent damage. And theoretically infinite ammunition, because you can just pick up rocks.
Yeah. And if I did use my spell, rock thing, sling thing, what's it called? Magical stone.
Ooh.
I get +1 on it, I guess. Or no?
Magical can enchant 3 small pebbles, no larger than sling bullets. They can be hurled. Character. The stones are considered +1 weapons for determining if a creature can be struck. Although they do not have an attack or damage bonus. Each stone inflicts D4 points of damage. No. So basically, they're +1. So some creatures need a magic weapon to be hit, right? Like a vampire or a ghost or those sorts of things. So magic stone makes the stones that you enchant able to hit those creatures, and they do double damage to undead.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's alright.
Yeah. Okay. So the party has done all their shopping. All that remains to do is pick up Ransom and Rhonda, hop on the boat, and head to Silden. Unless there's anything else you guys want to do.
No.
Okay.
Not for me, at least.
Take a look at the map. This is Silden up here. Is that how you spell it? Spell it. Syldn. Perfect. Okay, so that is quite a bit to the north. If you just follow the canal, to Silden. Nice and easy.
Easy.
It's going to be a 2-day journey by ship. The cost is 1 gold per person traveling with you and 3 gold per horse. This is the point where D, Guy Claypool, and Rhonda inform you that the only reason they were actually let into the city, because humans generally aren't allowed into the city, is because they arrived with these 13 children, the refugees from the burned down town. And that the establishment, as it may be in this town, has offered them free passage back home. So they can head off towards Evermond, with the town will pay for their charter as a reward for as a thank you for bringing back the children. And so it is your choice if you want them to accompany you, or if you'd like to part ways with them temporarily. That can be done as well.
Kellen never thinks it's cool to try to convince your groupies to stay with you. So if they don't want to, he's like, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else have anything they want to input on this?
You're welcome to stay with us, but we don't want you to feel obliged.
Cass?
We would
I say
gladly
nothing.
have you here.
Ransom?
Well, you don't seem to like walking. We're gonna be doing a lot of walking. Maybe you should go off to Eldermond.
D nods. I'm glad I was able to finally be of use, guys. I'll take a ship to Evermond, and then I'll meet you back at Bridgelight.
Okay.
If you ever
We always meet back at Bridgelight.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a song I should write.
Don't ever think you
Yeah,
guys are
I like it.
useless, okay? Just because you might not be doing big, big, big things doesn't mean all those small things you do don't add up or mean anything.
That's right. I enjoyed your small meats.
Just for you, Ransom, I'm going to practice my small meat cuts, and I'm going to make a new sandwich for you. And when you come back to Bridgelight, I will have a sandwich in your honor.
That sounds pretty awesome.
A random sandwich.
Just
I don't
need
much like
suitable-
random sandwiches. Too likely that something sneaky ends up in them.
I need a good name. What would you like your sandwich to be named?
Let's keep it simple. We'll call it the small meat sandwich.
The small meat sandwich. The SMS. I like it. Okay. Guy Claypool.
Big hit.
Guy Claypool clearly says, "Nah, man, I'm coming with you guys if you'll have me. I wouldn't separate from you from the world, like with Bash gone and
Aww.
Kalena gone. There's just nothing for me at Bridgelight."
That's so sweet. And then I grab him in my arms.
Oh, thanks, Olivia.
I
Pats you on the
join.
back.
I join in the hug. Like I sandwich him with Olivia. We just squeeze him tight between us.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah.
The three of you form a big group hug. He's staying with you. D, who's leaving, gets no group hug and exits.
Bye, D.
Bye, guys. I'll totally have the small meat sandwich ready for you when you come back.
Sweet.
All right. And you guys head off to Silden. So we are going to skip ahead a little bit here. You're going to get to Silden, and it'll be very easy because the elves keep excellent records. They're wonderful bureaucrats. It's going to be very easy to find out that your mother has taken a ship from there all the way back to Sandashar over in Akuba. And we can just get you guys a ship from from Silden to Sandashar, unless there's something specifically you guys want to do before you go on your final voyage to find her.
Do you have a magic shop, Neil?
They do not have any magic items for sale.
All right. Fine.
We don't
I think
encounter
we
any
just go
pirates
there.
on the open seas.
Well, that might be what we're going to do next week. On Misscliks D&D Devotion. So I think we're going to wrap up for the day here.
Neil has to write a book.
Another one.
And just throw it away.
Well, I can buy 2 more things if you have them. That way my whole list of buying things will be done, except
Sure.
magic items.
What do you want?
Warhammer.
You may buy a Warhammer. They are
How much
2,000 copper. 200 copper.
So how much gold is that?
2 gold.
Oh. Way to make it impressive, Neil.
That's 200 pennies.
Yeah.
I got that. I got that money. All right, cool. Now I have a Warhammer.
Do you want something else?
Yep. All right. Grappling hook.
Yes. Grappling hook is 800 copper and weighs 4 pounds.
So that's like 8 gold?
Yes. The warhammer weighs 3 pounds, by the way. The grappling hook weighs 4 pounds. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay.
Now I'm fully equipped to face anything you throw at us.
Ah, you're like a ninja. You got just a bag of tricks.
Wait, do we need to like learn how to use a grappling hook? Like how does
No, there's no
grappling hook-
proficiency with it. You just practice with it a little bit and you'll be fine. Yeah.
Olivia is practicing all the way to Sandashar.
Excellent.
She's like, huh, caught the mast again. Do it again. Huh, I got it again.
You're going to be the sailor's favorite person. So, now that we are at the end of our session for today, it's time for everyone's favorite question. Has the party earned enough experience, done enough things to level up?
We saved a whole village.
We did more than that in the past episodes. Like the
Yeah, we
demons
haven't leveled
and all
up in a
that
long
shit.
time.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
So, let's
I
hear
say
the
yeah.
pros and cons.
We have quite literally finished like 4 or 5 quests, including defeating a demon, saving an entire town, living through our parents' possible deaths, tracking our mother,
And saving a town of elves and also children.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's more of
And
your
I think
father's
we
doing.
did the errand for Kel Bell even in this round too.
Mhm.
They were blocked off by a statue, you know. We came and make sure they got to a safe place. Simon.
I think we also traveled the world, and we won some kind of singing competition, performing competition over at Sandashore.
Yeah, so I think there's no question that we level up at this point. But.
Yeah, for sure.
Was the ball and the thing with the orcs also part of our?
I don't remember the last time you guys leveled up.
I know.
It's been a long
Exactly.
time.
I don't think there's been anything in particular that in itself deserves leveling up, but I just feel like all combined, we're kind of getting to critical mass of like stuff we've done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's vote.
All right. So, you guys all vote yes. Even Jen votes yes for the very first
Yeah.
time ever.
Yeah.
I told Jen in person that it was time when I saw her in person.
And it looks like chat agrees with you, with about 80% voting in favor of leveling. And I will not exercise my veto. So, welcome to level 6, everybody.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
So,
I feel like a new person.
Olivia, roll me a d8 for your new HP. Add 2. Kellen,
So
Kellen, roll me a d6, please. Beautiful. Exactly what I've come to
Again.
expect from you. Kess, d6.
Alright. For some reason I closed it out. 1 second.
Oh no, Anna.
Always, man. My
D6.
HP's so low.
Yay!
Beautiful.
For context, my other level 6 character, it has 73 hit points.
Wait, what?
73.
This character
That's
has
5th
19.
edition. That's 5th edition. Apples and oranges.
19
You know how much
is
I
still
have?
really low for a 16. for a
Okay,
16
that's-
character.
Anna, I have 16 HP.
Dude, we're weak
You have
sauce.
16, 19. How much do you have, Trump?
Well, let me roll. What dice? D10?
It's d10. You don't have 15 or higher con, do you?
No.
Just a
All
d10.
Oh,
Ooh.
3.
Brutal. Brutal.
Puts me at 36.
Okay, so at level 6 comes a new non-weapon proficiency for all of you. I'm going to send you a list of non-weapon proficiencies and their associated things. So you can look over those in your spare time, and if you have any questions, you can PM me about them. I'm always around.
Can you
Do we
send
get
it on
new spells?
Slack?
Yes, I will be assigning the wizards new spells, or the whatchamacallums, new spells.
Casters.
Casters, thank you. Ransom gets a new weapon proficiency. And I think you were saving your last weapon proficiency to master... No, you already did master your glaive, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get another weapon proficiency right now. If you put it on your glaive, you can high master your glaive, which gives you some bonus that I need to look up in this book right now, this book that's falling apart. Or you can spend it on learning another weapon or another weapon style. High mastery. You increase the speed of your weapon by 3, and you start critically on 16s and 17s in addition to 18, 19s, and 20s.
Ah, sounds good.
Yeah,
All right, I'll do that.
if you clear the AC by 5. Right, I figured you'd do that. It's way awesome. And here in Zoom is, I'm going to put it in Roll20 so you can come back to it if you lose it. Here's the list of weapon proficiencies.
Did you say crit on a 16 and 17?
16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Wow, okay.
If you clear their AC by 5. Right, so if you need a 14, I'm sorry, if you need a 12 and you roll a 17, it's a crit. But if you need a 12 and you roll a 16, it's not a crit.
Otherwise, by default, it's you have to clear by 10, right?
Correct.
Got it.
Yeah. And that number that we're calling out is the natural die roll.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. So there in Roll20 are the links to a spreadsheet that lists all the proficiencies and a document that details what those proficiencies are. You can learn any proficiency that costs 1 slot, that second column of the thing, and is of your class. So if you are a bard, you could learn animal handling, because that takes 1 slot and there's an X in the rogue column. Or you could learn acting, because that's 1 slot and there's an X in the rogue column. If there's no X in the column of your class, it takes 1 additional slot to learn, and you can save up your slots for later use if you want.
Did you say that bards would use the rogue column?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
And then we get plus 15 points to our climb walls, detect noise, pickpocket stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Good catch. And I will be getting you new spells. Olivia, you get extra spells that you can cast, but you don't gain access to any new spells. I will give
So
you...
how many?
You can cast... Where's that chart? You can cast 1 additional 3rd level spell.
That's it?
That's it.
No first and no second?
Nope.
Meh.
Yep.
Neil,
good.
I definitely need help with my rogue proficiencies. I messed them all up. I have no idea. The numbers are all
All right.
over.
Well, then when we're done, when we go off stream, since you're already home and don't need to run, then we'll sort it out.
Okay.
Cool.
That's
So that's that for Misscliks D&D Devotion. What's going on in the next week? Kellen.
I get to stay home this weekend, so hopefully I'll do some, I don't know, some streaming or something. Watch social media. I don't have anything to announce. I don't even have Twitch Weekly. I have nothing, which is great. So I'll probably do some creative stuff. So watch Twitter at Anapraso.
Nice. Tess.
I'm just streaming. I have my new schedule, 2 to 8, sometimes late nights, but mainly 2 to 8 now. So I'm going earlier so I can live a normal life. And just streaming, really. Catching up after all my trips.
Ransom.
Same old for me.
Streaming Hearthstone.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Olivia.
You can follow me at Live in Pink, and if you want to try something cool, you should try the Dota 2 co-op that they just released. I really like it. Honestly, it's like, to me, it's a better Diablo. So, that's a big statement.
Whoa, it is.
Yeah, it's way tougher. Needs teamwork. You should get a party of 4. Follow a guide, because if not, you're gonna really struggle. And then enjoy the pain, because it's very painful. It's like a tough D&D campaign.
Excellent. For myself, I have Frozen Frontier on Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific, Shenanigans at noon on Saturdays, and we're done with our Fatal One prep. It's ready to go as soon as I get overlays and videos and that sort of thing. And the unannounced Project T is rolling along very well. We've set up a couple of quests for that and built that, and we'll maybe dabble with a few more coming up. But keep your ears tuned and your eyes tuned to social media for what Project T is, because its date is fast approaching. Yes. And that's it. We'll see you guys next week for more Misscliks D&D. Bye-bye.
Bye.